Good morning, it's Monday. We had some rain again last night. Looks like probably average a couple inches everywhere. Not everywhere, but if you averaged it, we got an inch and a couple tenths here. Maybe more than that in Indiana and Robinson, up to 2. Working on getting the internet from the office out there to the dryer so we can work it off the phone. The lowest antenna there is Wi-Fi, the little rectangular thing underneath the data DTN. Going to send it out to that building, put a receiver there, and hopefully get it all synchronized and working. That's the plan anyway. Reese is on vacation this week. The rest of us are here. Emery's out washing. Jay's working on a Leroy air compressor, trying to get it going. It overheats. The oil in it overheats, so we're working on that. And done a little bit in here. Run the blue. Blue is Cat 6 wire. Run that out to that antenna. It goes inside here to a power supply, and then it goes over here to our internet system, to the router, and it'll be just the opposite on the other end. It'll come out of the router and into the antenna. So we'll see how that works.
Reese been gone all this week, so there wasn't no YouTube for this week. I'll have to get the camera out a little bit, tell what we've been doing. Back to fungicide and beans and corn both. Garrett's done one, Jay and Eli's doing the other one. Kaylin and Jarrett, they got done hauling finally this week, and they've been cleaning out pits and things like that, which isn't any fun. Went over to check on the bins, see how they're doing. About the wiring, they aren't done there yet. Gonna go over and check out the pit they're putting in Indiana. We're putting in a new drag in the bottom of the pit, so check that out. Well, I'm checking out the beans in Indiana, see if they're ready to fungicide yet. They're just really starting to come, so it's about time for them, but they're not hurting. I'd say we can move over here and start spraying when we get done at home. I believe I'm going to check out some more. This is the first field I've checked. Well, I'm pulling up over to the Indiana bins. I'm going to video here where they've took out the pit and putting in a new drag and stuff. Get a little bit of that action, putting it back in today, I think. See what it looks like. I got here just right. They got the old drag all out, of course, and they're setting in the new one today. Also cut the concrete, so maybe the water drain out of the pit. Gonna be a lot better. Had a lot of trouble with this drag last fall. Couldn't keep it running, plugging up, quitting, and just needed replaced. Yeah, Ripco's got her handled. That's the old top of the pit there. They got off. They're going to get the drag in and get it going and set that back in. Yeah, looking at the corn over in Indiana, down the irrigation road here. Been so wet, the irrigation just been ran one time, 3 weeks ago. Get over and get it fungicide, and it don't rain next few days, probably turn her back on again. You got 95-degree temperatures, it dries out in a hurry. But corn's looking good. Well, that's a nice, pretty big bean field there. See across. Close to 700 acres right there. Nice field. Looking pretty clean. Well, now I'm gonna go back and run the trackhoe for a little bit. Our logger got done back here cutting what he wanted. Got several logs stuck around, so it'll been worth the time. So, but I think the trackhoe's got a little problem with the turbo. It got any power, doing a lot of smoking. I'm gonna check it out.
There's what it looks like off the roads. Wabash River coming up. All the clouds and lows. Summer bubbles. Strip mine over there after they closed it, reclaimed it. Every side looks pretty, but it's all pretty. I did a temperature change. We're at 3,700 feet. It's about 60 days. It's cooler fast. 6 degrees too fast. Up there to get out of that heat. It's warm a bit. Two of the Wabash. Smaller bands. I guess it's our bigger bands set up. See, drying out spots, of course. Had a lot of rain early. Cloud cover's picking up. We'll be going down before long. We're not going to get stuck up here. Here's St. Francisville and the big bend of the river again. It's hitting there. See, there's this part that's close. The last part will be all looking pretty good. And off in the distance, looking around here, see Vans and Davids getting out of the farm. It's about to be covered in clouds. A lot of dotted out holes was part of the camp. So, too wet but too long, didn't cover the plant. You can see to our south, the clouds labor and layer. It's getting quite a bit taller. So, you don't want over that, get over it. You don't want under it. It's got to go back home and put it ashore.
Sunday, just got back from vacation yesterday and just got the sprayer loaded up down in Indiana. We're about a 360 acre field here, about ready to put on some fungicide. Jay ran it last week while I was gone. He was able to get Illinois done yesterday, get moved over here, spray one load. So now I got the nice big fields. I was going on vacation. We went to St. Pete Beach, had a lot of fun, did some stuff in Atlanta, Chattanooga, Lookout Mountain, Six Flags in Atlanta, stuff like that on the way down. Sand was hotter in the sun, but the water was nice, the place we stayed was nice, so good time. Got back last night, figured I'd give Jay a day off since I've been doing nothing. I'll get in here and do this. I get her all set up, which I'm just about ready to. Rolling it in there, spraying down in there, getting good coverage. You can see it's kind of got a fog behind it maybe, and settles back down on top. It also, it rained a bunch right after I left, like 2 or 3 inches in spots, so they weren't able to do this till starting. Oh, here's the drowned out spot. Can't imagine with this wet year. But it rained 2 or 3 inches in spots, so they weren't able to go with this till like Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. Had to call in the airplane in on Robinson. Oh, it was stuff that was farthest along, and it rained up there more. It even rained there 6/10 last night. That might be a heck of a crop up there as long as it got falling that good. Get scouting on that, but yeah. So got moving along on this. I got done with Illinois yesterday, so big fields left for me. Great. See this corn right here? A lot of times I won't even fungicide it. I'll just turn it off because it's all burnt up. Tell it's definitely a lot shorter, but it might actually make something this year with all this rain. It is a dry corner that the irrigation don't reach. How about doing a corner pivot or doing some drip tape there or something, but or just put it in grass. But it's gonna make something this year. Empty. Heading up to meet the truck at the end of the row up here. Got some 1136 on this side and 13777 on the right. Man, that sure looks good. I'm gonna throw the camera to Eli. Hopefully he'll show you how he get filled up. We're filling out of our irrigation well over here. Our underground one. It fills it up fast. 400 gallons a minute or whatever the heck it is. So it don't take long to get your 2,500 gallons. Filling up. Got all of our chemicals mixed in there. Bunch of water right in here. Done spraying because you guessed it, rained out. Story of this year. I ran it back up the shed. Only had 2 tents up there so far. I'll go back down where I was. I like about 80 acres getting that giant area. I was in 3 different fields, 3 different spots down there in that area. About 80 acres left, so that's pretty good. Did about 600 a day, so it was a pretty good day. Got rained out at 4, so we're moving. Eli there, that really makes a difference. Decided to come up and check out this pit project we got going on here at the Wilson Farm, Indiana. Yeah, this pit was here when we bought the place, and it was definitely needed. And I think they were also supposed to do something with the concrete underneath because it never drains to the drain. It's supposed to now. Yeah, that'll be better. I have trouble sometimes with it not keeping up or not working every once in a while. Had some age on her. Bought this place from Ronnie Wilson, I don't know, 05, 06, something like that, 6, 7. But this stuff was even used. He bought used, so hard telling how old that was. So gotta do some replacements a lot. It's nice to have Ripco in the area to do so.
There we're here at David's up on top of the 200,000 bushel bin, 3 or 4 years old, new drag on it. These drags all leak water some way. Of course, you got all this stuff in the leg can run down in it. Then it's running rust on the bin, rust on this. Took the bottom off here, we're taking it off, getting the water out of it. Manufacturers of these drags need to put a drain on the bottom of these. Something you can take off with a couple bolts or something like that so you can open them up and let the water out sometimes. I don't know why it's hard to do. We're taking out this one end. Luckily it's sloped this way. Try to get her clean. What do you think, Jay? Is it a mess?
Pretty nasty smelling.
Pretty
Well,
nasty.
you can't smell it through the camera, but
Very nasty.
here it goes.
I know you might be able to smell it through the camera.
Hang on. Let me go back down and get a jar. I'll catch the smell and somebody can buy it.
It says Brock right on there, boys. Let's get that sealed up. Sealed up or so you can open it up. They always do this. This will take a while, but doing it now. Okay, we got the plate off the bottom, got the water out of it, and the rotten grain that happened to be a little bit stuck in it. So now maybe it won't create a mess the rest of the time on this bin. We gotta remember to take these off every year when we're done filling bins. Because no matter how good a job you do putting these in, they all leak. If they ain't used for 8 months, they got water in them and grain build up and they create a mess. Put that on my list.
Checking fields. There's a wet spot. It's wet. Not too wet. Somehow, this row has survived all year. I'll knock her down, I guess. 6 tenths of rain down the river, 2 tenths at the shed. So I'm just trying to find the driest spot there is to go. Which I think it's this area. This field is usually super wet, and that's a super wet area back there. So it's a little wet. Not great on my truck though. Don't worry, that little plastic thing underneath always gets broke. Just got filled up with government juice, also known as diesel exhaust fluid. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Now, Jarrett's, Eli helped me do that. He's tendering me again. Jarrett Winkles here. He's got our new portable washer that we got. You get that down at the farm show, something like that. Anywho, washing off the nitrate bar. I'm gonna have him wash off my windshield, or I'm gonna wash it off. not for sure what we got left over here. 700 some acres, maybe 800. But of all the stuff left that I'm going to spray, this is probably the wettest field over here, but I think it's the driest right now. So just don't see that could ever be possible. There definitely didn't rain as much there yesterday. We'll get out there. I drove around, walked it. Wet holes are wet, but they're not terrible wet. But there's just a lot of them in this field. I think it's the driest. There's one farther east that may be drier, but it's got a lot of sloughs. I know they'll be wet, so let's get out here and see what happens. And the wind chill looks a lot better. Far from perfect, a lot better. Priming up my boom. Of course, nothing goes on the ground because I got that reclaim from Precision Planting. Works good. Just sends it back to the tanks. They're not wasting it and all that good stuff. Now ready to go. Well, first pass went pretty good. Walking out the irrigation now, make sure it's facing the right direction. It's one of the older ones that don't have it at the center point. The rest of them about do, but this field this year looks really good. There's wet spots. There always are, but there's at least corn, most of it, just incredibly stunted and might as well not be there because it's not going to do anything. But there is some corn there. Just about there. All right, we are going the right direction. Going that way, not that way. I won't mess with the speed. Back to the sprayer. Get something done now. It's a field that does a lot of good for fungicide, in my opinion. It's wet. We actually have a good looking crop out here right now, but there'll probably be a lot of disease coming, so coat the leaves. At least give them several weeks of protection before they eventually die or ripe or get ripe or something. That field done. Some wet spots were wet, but we got through it. It's the important thing. I don't believe this, but out here in the middle of a field, just got in a crash. Well, Eli was droning me. Yeah, she's a little broke. Oh, there's a battery up there. I don't know, it might work. I just got to tape that right here. I'd say that's a first. Being attacked by a drone by a military guy.
Yeah, old habits.
Yeah. folding up, and it looks dark over there, coming from the north slightly to the east, but mostly south. I don't know. I miss this that direction. Last pass for fungicide for corn. Still got beans to do. Yep, can barely see the blue lights, but they go all the way. Last pass, filling her in right there. Always feel good to get the job done. Rain held off, but boy, there's still some rain not too far away to the east. Get down here and back, be good. This is the last of nothing on, and then that pass there that I'm gonna get empty on is the one that got rained out on yesterday, so it won't hurt to maybe get a little more on it. Yeah, Fungicide corn 2025. But the Hagee is in the books. We got one spot down here, I think, that'll send out of Oaktown, Indiana, is gonna get with the plane tomorrow maybe. Then we'll be done with corn. Jared and Eli working on getting all the chemicals put in for the bean sprayer and fungicide. I brought the portable washer back over here. I'm going to at least get the majority of this mess off of this Hagee. Get that front shield off so I can fill up the front if I want. Get these feelers off, which won't be good in beans. Maybe get the back boom off, maybe leave it on. I'm not for sure. At least get some of this off. You can't walk on the platform of this thing without getting in a mess. Yummy. Alright, pulled a bunch of tassel, everything off by hand for now. Eli's taking the spray trailer, the fancy one, down on Wilson where Garrett's spraying some fungicide on beans. I'm gonna go pick him up. Then he's gonna leave that down there and he's gonna use the Titanic to send it water. That way we don't have to take that back and forth. Fill that out of the well like we have been and go down there and fill that up super fast. So that'll work good. This is a farm show bike. This is handy. Take it wherever you got, need it, out in the field, wherever, got an oil leak or whatever you got to wash off and fix it. Right. I probably wouldn't bother washing this, but it's getting such a mess. Your butt hits that tank, something like that. So I'm not near giving it a wash job, I'm at least gonna clean it up a little bit. And gotta take the feelers off, maybe the back boom. Take that shield off. Not clean, but she's washed off. Disconnected the back boom, the hose that goes to it. Switched the 3D nozzles up front to where we'll be spraying with beans because it's lower. You don't have to worry about spraying in your windshield all the time. Go in and do the rest. Also got some bolts missing on the south side boom. I don't know how long they've been gone for. I just noticed that one does a little more flopping. Noticed it yesterday and once I had finished corn. Greased the boom, greased it and all that stuff. Right here, got some bolts missing there. So, get some of those in there too while we got her down, give her some attention.
Well, hello. Haven't been on here for a bit because I just forget about it, honestly. A lot of times I don't remember like I should. That can't be because of my age, just I don't know what's going on. Anyway, as you can see, the shop part here is fairly empty. Emery just finished washing the tractor, getting ready for harvest. And about everybody's away from here. Kaylin and Jared are hauling a bunch of junk off. We got a silage wagon there, we got to get that ready. It's going to go underneath that spout you see there, the cyclone. It's going to catch our fines, or at least most of them, we hope. We've got to close in the front end, got metal ordered for that. It needs to be perforated, and that's not something you're just gonna go to Walmart and pick up. So it's ordered, should be here tomorrow, I think. I have to go get it at Evansville, it's 50 miles, 60 miles. down there, depends on what part of town. I wanted to show you the dryer room. We're trying to get a bridge on Wi-Fi from the red and white building there over to the roof about where the DTN dish is. As you can see, that it's a little white thing under there, but that's kind of out of my league. I don't know much about Wi-Fi, but we'll get it. We just ain't got it figured out yet. I got new cable ordered to make sure that's not a problem. If that don't work, we'll do something else. We have a minister that's really good with that stuff. I might be able to beg his help if I try real hard. We put an air conditioner in this room because ooh, nice in here. Electrician said we would need that because we got to keep this computer equipment cool. So it's one of these stand-alones that blows outside, blows the hot air out, and that's pretty warm. I got 2 of these I put in my shed trying to work on my old Chevelle, and I keep dripping on the schematics and paperwork that I'm looking at. So trying to cool that off. And I was not here when we went through all this, but this, of course, that's just a breaker box. This piece, and this all control the dryer. And when we get the internet in here, we'll be able to control it from a phone. And that'll be a big help. People won't have to get up at 2 in the morning, come make sure the dryer's still running, which we've done for years. So that'll help. You know, you need your sleep during a harvest. Got an old corn sheller that my lady bought so we could sample ears easier, shell them. There's a little rough on them, but it does work. It shells them. Hard to tell how old that thing is. If it's as old as I am, it's pretty old. It could be, and this will be a lot nicer for the drivers. We used to have to go over there, and I know that's only a few steps farther. Right here's where the truck will be dumping. That's not much farther. But if you do that like 30, 40 times a day, it adds up. This will help. It'll save a little bit of time, a lot of steps. That's where the hot air's coming out right here, and it is hot. Of course, it's warm out here. It's, I don't know, 95. It's supposed to cool off tomorrow. Hope it does. I've really had enough. I don't mind wearing a longer sleeve shirt. Cool up a little bit, get down in the 80s and 70s at night. That'd be nice. So still a lot going on, but just not right here. Reese and Garrett and Eli are over in Indiana, and they will get caught up with fungicide today if nothing happens, and I haven't heard from them, so I guess they're doing all right. So tomorrow we may have a little more labor around here and doing stuff here. We shall see. Beautiful day. It's got low clouds. Ooh, that looks a little black. We could use a little shower. Maybe tomorrow, maybe. We'll see what happens, huh? If that cold front comes down, cools off that much, you'd think there'd be some rain with it. We'll see.
So I had the fuel tank this morning. Some bean fungicide today, both sprayers. It's gonna help Eli get going, so him and Garrett will be the 2 bean fungiciders. A little easier to learn on that than that tall corn. That's about as hard as it gets. freight trailer up to the shed. It's empty. This is a big one. It holds 4 loads in it. Got the quick draw system. Filling it up. Put on some full scale out the toe. Puts in so much water, throws that in. And we put in our Lucento fungicide into a little mixing thing. Put that in till it's in, it goes. Then you do the next hero, and then you rinse it out till it goes. Fancy system. Anyways, I never used it before. Me and Eli learned that this morning. And I went and told Eli about running the Heggy a little bit. So he's going to be spraying the beans. I'm going to go up, get this trailer unhooked and filling up and hooked to another truck. We're going to need this truck, low boy, haul the track, go around, do a few things. So yeah, busy morning, lots of learning. But I think I'll be caught up with bean fungicide today, and I'll see when the next batch will be ready. W900 off, Volvo on, filling up for him. Now I'm gonna go down and kick on irrigation. Neighbors start to kick his on today. And where ours is, there's a chance they might hit, so I'm gonna go turn ours on and send it out of the way. There's a decent chance of rain tonight and in the morning, so hopefully we get that. If we don't get that, then I'll be kicking them on full bore all over the place. Don't take long when corn's at this maturity, and beans, especially corn, uses a lot of water, and when it's hot. It's supposed to cool off, high in the lower 80s next week. That'd be, or starting tomorrow maybe, that'd be awesome. Take Garrett's truck. Mine's down the middle of the river bottoms. Got it running. It's got drops. Hang down. The spigots down here. It's nicer for not getting it's all rusty and your cables that break. Anyways, got water and going that way. We'll shut off when it hits the stop over there. That's the dry side. No rain last night, so we're kicking on irrigations. They haven't been drove back to for a while. This middle road, it's not dead yet. Working my way through them. I got 4 turned on. Get ready to fix this one. I knew I was broke from fungicide. And this cable supposed to go there. Got a new one here to put on. It's kind of, this valve's the thing that these TLs use to stay straight, so it won't run without that in the middle. So it's bypassing. So we'll get this on and hopefully it takes off. Well, it looks like that cable fixed it. That's good news. Gonna take off running. Bad news is my truck's on the other side of it back there. Couldn't drive back here, so we'll get wet getting out of here, getting to it. Not too bad. Don't feel too bad at all. Probably felt great last week or earlier this week. Wouldn't like to get through it though. Getting there. There's my truck. Man, it feels nice today. It's like 70 degrees. Down here at the river pump. We're stuck out of the river in Indiana. Let's start kicking on some soybean ones today. There's 2 bigger ones down here in this big field that we've already fungicide. We're gonna kick them on. I think we're gonna wait on the rest of the beans till Monday to fungicide them. So we're also not gonna water them till probably Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. So see if I can get this thing going. Get her primed up and ready to go. Get our primer going here. Suck some water up. Do that till the pipe's full, then kick the PTO on. Well, it's surprisingly primed right up. That don't usually happen for me. Going to this pipe under the ground and way out there. Gonna turn on some valves here so we get that spinning. Keep the screen clean. Well, it was working, but there's a tree caught underneath it, so it can't spin. So I'm gonna get it out there somehow and get that. All right, wasn't able to bring the camera, but wish I had my hip waders didn't strip down. There's a tree right down there. I was wedged underneath it. Got that unwedged. Pumps up and running. It's good to go. Spinning everything, didn't get a shot of that. We got water out here at the center. This is the biggest one we got. It goes like 300, covers 330 acres, this pivot. So now we're gonna fire up the motor that controls the actual pivot, not the water. Try to remember how to do that. Got a generator on it. Got one that got transformed into electric. What we got going is right down there, same field, big field. Well, finished the week over at the bin site. Got the downspout down since last time we're here. Waiting on some bin sheets to come in, put them in, then electric, they'll be done. Kaylin and Jarrett's been working on the pile here. Looks like they got quite a bit of it out. We got some people in St. Franceville needing the dirt for things. And anyways, on and out. Somebody came and got a little bit. Still quite a bit of sand left. Also got it all smoothed up over here, looking good. We need to at least get enough sand out or moved to where we can get underneath that, because we're gonna have a side draw on this side and on that side. But there's a mountain of sand in the way right now. So I'll get rid of that. There's also some rock over here. Get spread out. Yeah, that'll probably be the new field edge there. Getting awful skinny over there. There's room for one more bin between here and the property line where that corn is. Yeah, here's the other load out, so. Yeah, that'll be nice. That's it for this week. See you next week.